welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, if you're new, I ask you to please subscribe. Or if you've been coming here and you haven't yet, please subscribe. Please share these out on your Facebook page. And if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Today's video is on how Max Baer Jr. emotionally detailed the close relationship that he had with Buddy Ebsen. Let's take a look. Max Baer Jr. landed on the Beverly Hillbillies and developed quite a relationship, an almost fatherly one with show star Buddy Ebsen. Baer Jr., who played Jethro on the CBS hit, said that Ebsen took on a role of surrogate father to him. He talked about his close relationship with the veteran stage and film star in an interview with 5 Count Radio. Ebsen took on the role because my dad, heavyweight boxing champion Max Baer, had just died in 1959, and this is in 1962. So he just took over from my dad. He was the same age as my dad, born in about the same time. Ebsen knew my dad pretty well, so it was pretty easy for me, for Buddy and I to become close. The Beverly Hillbillies ran for 9 seasons on CBS, starting in '62. The show featured Buddy Ebsen and Max Baer, along with Irene Ryan and Donna Douglas. Max Baer had plenty of time to, Buddy Ebsen and Max Baer had plenty of time to bond together, even when the young Baer tried to learn how to sail. I'd go down there and he'd try to teach me to sail on his 36-foot Labworth down in Balboa Island, where he had a house. Max Baer said, "As a sailor, I was a very good anchor." He recalled the first time he was out on the boat with Ebsen. He said, "Now, when the boat comes about," he says, "you just pull in on the winch." And I said, "Okay." He said, "Make sure you pull in quick, because if you don't, the sail will fill up with air and be too hard to pull up." What happened? Well, it didn't go as planned. He said, "Coming about." And Baer Jr. said, "I stood up. What? Bang! The boom hit me and knocked me right into the ocean." And he was laughing. He said, "Well, I guess you can forget about me being a sailor, too." And Baer Jr. said Ebsen would take him out to dinner once a week in those days. He had some little places he would take me to, and sometimes at lunch. He had a little guy named George who would come over and cook for him in his dressing room. And he'd invite me up to his dressing room. We'd have lunch. One thing the Beverly Hillbillies actor remembered is Ebsen enjoying his martinis during lunch. It got to where we would not have too much to do in the afternoon, Baer said, because it was either a 1 or 2 martini lunch, because if he had to remember some lines, it'd be a 1 martini lunch. Baer Jr. at 84 years old, is the oldest living original cast member from the Beverly Hillbillies. The other cast members have all passed away. He, though, keeps the show's light alive, as do millions of its fans. And that's all I got for you. It's kind of nice to see Max Baer actually say something nice about the show and the people in it. He keeps going kind of back and forth, but I think, in all honesty, he probably loved the show. It did make him a household name. Anyway, like I said, that's all I got for you. Have a great day. We'll be catching you tomorrow. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.